Hi. How are you? Nette, I just put my bunch of stuff here because I was trying to get to my light. So, but oh my goodness, look, this is all the tools you have. That's your picking tool, and it's got a spade for getting up stuff. It's got your pick to push everything out, your putty to pick up your dimensionals, not dimensionals, your bling. Oh my goodness, I'm going mental. Look, I've even got a fork because I make ribbons. Lucky I pinched one of the cheap nasty ones. And tools and reels and bone folder, and let's get moving. So today, as you know, the new catalogue's out and some things have returned, so that have followed through and come back, which is pretty good because I do love the daisies. We used those cheerful daisies last week. So today, if I can find them, they are here. We are using the painted lavender stamp set and dies. We are also using, so that's this. So what I might do is just put my magazine away because I really don't need it. So we're using this one and the country corners. Oh, it's a, as I said, it's a stash and a half. I'll just move it this way. Okay, so these two come together along with their dies. All right, so they all go together, and then countryside dies and countryside ink pad go together. So we're using all of that. Now, I did use the circle dies just to get the shape of the decal shape. But you know, you can use your circle punch if you've got that. You can use any circle you can find in some other stamp set. I mean, you know, really, it doesn't matter because everything's all right. You can just use it. So let me show you the card. So my friend Renata said she liked purple, and here it is. How's that? Unfortunately, when I took the photo of it, it didn't come out purple. And the funny thing is, when I heated the embossing, see, that's very light. Maybe if I maybe if I turn this light off, oh, it's not much difference. Yeah, it just makes it look, but this is an extremely rich purple, really deep, but it's showing it, and I've just turned the light off, my working light, so that shows it a bit richer, but it is really nice. And see, there's the pot. Happy Mother's Day, and we filled it with all the flowers, and inside we got some butterflies, and my envelope. You know, I love to put my envelope with something on it. I always think that's special. So let's get cracking. So a little bit of work on this one, girls and boys. Well, there won't be any boys there, I don't know. There might be, I don't know. I'm just going to find out where they are, and we will see what's happening. Oh my goodness. So I'll just pop this to the side for a second. So the first thing we've got to do is I'll finish this biscuit. Since no one's watching, I can get away with that, can't I? So let me just put those to the side. A bit of scrap. You always keep your scrap. It's such a lovely card, isn't it? I'll put it there until I don't want to get marks on it. Now, so our cardstock is, it's 8, it is. It's 5.5 lot down, and 8.8 1/4. Okay, and we're going to score it at halfway. Now, you can do this. You put it together on the corners. Make sure you've got it right. Make sure they're really close together. And I just go down to the middle and out to the side. And then I get my bone folder and I hold it down. Now, I like to use my scoring board ever as well, but I've got so much on this table today, I just didn't want to put it up. So that's our base. All right, and now we're going to get our next piece of card. So we've got a normal envelope, which we will cover. Now what I've done is I've stamped this out in advance because there is a bit of work on here. So this Happy Mother's Day. I've got my circle, so I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. We're making the plant holder for it. So I'm just in half and I'm going to bone fold that down as well. And the reason I'm leaving it double is I just want it to sit up a little bit higher on the card to look like it's the pot. When you see the pot looks like the flowers are inside, because look, you can go under here. So that's, and so you don't glue it all down until they go in. So that's really cool. Now, I've already cut one of these out. I need to save with the cutting machine everywhere. Right, so that's your inside mat. And I seem to have had the other one to cut that out, but I've done all that already. Okay. And that's, let me see. This is our inside. So we always take it down. So as I said, this once it's cut, this piece here will be the white cardstock is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and that is how we measure our inside mat. So I'll just pop that to the side for a sec. I'll put the card down. So first of all, we are going to use our Versamark, and we're going to do some embossing. So you will hear a bit of noise in a minute. So now one thing you need to know with these stamps is, let me get that one out. With the rubber stamp, you don't have to have padding under it. As long as the surface you're stamping on is flat, it will be okay. If you've got, which these, where are they? Which these have got, this is the poly, what do they call it? Photopolymer. Okay, when you use these, you can't stamp on here because there's not enough power. So what you've got to do is stamp on this stamping mat, and it's like, look at that, it's just sort of not even 1/4 of an inch, and then that allows it to push in, and it does it. So that's just what I learnt. I'm just going to grab that stamp I dropped off here. Stamp block. All my stamp blocks are starting to look pink. Unfortunately, the colours go pink, and see the stamps? And that's using purple or blue or red, they go pink. So don't worry about it, that's how it is. So with this one, we've got to put it on this, this massive block. I did a ladies class on Saturday last week, and one of the things they did was rock. You've got to be really careful, is to hold your stamp block. Now this is a really big one. Now the trick to getting it straight is line it on your mat, in between your lines, okay, and then you can pick a spot and make sure it's lined up on those lines. It's not quite. Alright, and then that will be squared off, so when you're ready. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get our, I'm going to move that out of the road so I don't affect it. And where's my Versamark? So the Versamark is a clear product, and it's like a glue that catches the embossing powder when you do it. So because it's so big, I won't be lifting up this and pushing it on. I'm just going to go, oops, that's someone coming in my front door. they have to, the doorbell rings inside, so I know one of my sons going to jiu-jitsu. And, where am I? So, I don't know if you can see, but see how it looks shiny? That's this. Okay. Now particularly, I'm just going to give it a bit of a push because it's such a big stamp. Alright. This kit is, you get this. So what this is for, it's kind of like a corn flour. You just cover your paper, your cardstock, and it stops the it spreading everywhere it shouldn't go. You seem to have a lot of room about nothing here, I can tell you. So, oh goodness, I cannot see to see if I've got messages. Okay, so what we're going to do is just put this down. So again, I'm just going to line that one up so it's straight. And we're going to put it straight down. Now because it's so wide, I've got this little pressing tool and I'm just going to press that around because I don't want to rock the the stamp pad, because if I rock it, it will smudge the Versamarks. If I lift it up, see how it's got the shining of that? So I'm just going to put that down there for a second. And we'll pop it into the tray. There's a lot of embossing powder, but you need to cover it all. Alright. Yeah. Just going to get what I can back in there to save me the hassle. Now if you give your card a bit of a tap, and then flick it from the back, it will get rid of any of the excess powder that's hanging around. The kit comes with a brush to take off that, but because that won't be staying, it's not a big deal because we're going to cut that out. Okay, now I'm just going to clean this up so I don't knock all my powder over. If I do this, I'm just clean that, because if you don't clean it, then you get different colours in it. I've had that, one of my white ones, I had a bit of black through it, so we just did something different with it. Alright, just cleaning that up, get out of the road. I don't think I need it again. But I've even added one of my own little tiny little brushes so I can get in if there's... I don't have any, but if you see a little dot in there that you want to get off, the little one's good. I like it, so okay. I'll just put that over there. Now, this is the tool, the heat tool, and it is a little bit loud, so please forgive me. I'll just get it for a second down here while it heats up. And I love this magic, the magic of... oh, it heated my feet up. The magic of the heat getting it. Now this does change its colour a little bit, so I'm just going to do it from the back as well. And let's see how that's gone. Okay, right, that hasn't picked up some of that, but I'm going to keep going with it because it's not, whoops, sorry, That's my, you're already on any Falconer anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. And the host code's there, we just leave it there. Just going to put that up. Alright, so this one's the big one. I have a, also I have a electric one, because when I cut out a lot of stuff for all the class, it's too hard, I can't get it, let's see, so we put down number 1, which is the big one, number 2, which is this one, then we put a glass one down, okay, and we're going to put our, we do it like this, we're going to put this down, and we are going to carry that other one down there. And we're going to get countryside corner ends. I've got them on the other side, you can't see them as well, so. Alright, so we're going to take this one. Put that there. And then our next one is going to go in the middle there. Alright, so that's lined up. I'm going to put that in and down, and we're going to go start cranking. I'm going to just stand up for that, guys, sorry. My whole table shakes. Alright. Pop that. And that cuts us out. We're not going to use that piece, that's why I wasn't too worried. We're going to just pop that out. The dies. So they're pretty cool dies. It's a nesting of dies that's got like heaps of them, and then you can put your saying. But my saying's too big to go on one of those dies, so I haven't done it. But I'm quite happy they're in, because it's good for a lot of different cards. Let's put that out. Alright, that's the next one. So, we're keeping this, and we can do something with this later. So, put this down. Oh, starting to get a bit cold here. We've had a couple of nice days that we've got washing done and boring, aren't I? Okay, so this is where we use another die and we cut that out. So I've done that for you because I'm magic. And I should have cut that just a little bit in because I do not want to see the white. So I'm just going to take my snips and cut that in a little bit. Because I don't want you to see the white when the card's sitting on the paper. Alright, let's get going. So this is going to go on here, and when I glue it, I don't want to put too much glue, so Tombow is very good. I'm just going to put, sometimes it gets a bit of a glue dot sitting there. I'm just going to do that right down the edges. Maybe I'm not. Give it a little bit of my hot air. And you know what I always have here is one of my little pins from my sewing. I was cleaning up the other day and I found my fabric that I'd brought to wash, so to make a dress. So, whoop, too much. So just a little bit around there. Alright, and I might just put my silicone mat down because I don't want this getting sticky. So that's the good side, that's the next side. So we're going to stick that on here. And see how I've cut it down, it's now inside. And there we have it. Now, luckily for me, my happy birthday goes over there. I'll show you. So I've stamped this from I cannot say this word. Perennial Post. So I've got Happy Mother's Day. Some of these sayings are all right. You are loved beyond measure. You're simply marvellous. Big hugs. Can't thank you enough. You mean the world to me. And some of them we wouldn't really use, but they like to make them like that. That's the way you hold your mouth. So I like to just cut it a little wiggly woggly so it's sort of outlining the letters. And there we go. And see, that will fit over there. So you don't need to worry about. I always say adjust. You can adjust to anything. Alright, so because I've used the dies and I've cut all my dies out already, I'll show you because I didn't want to, I really aren't into wasting time. So I have stamped out all the die, the stamps out here, not all of them, I've used that, and some butterflies. And I have used the dies as well. So these are the dies, and I've cut them all out. I've stamped them all and cut them, and these are the dies. Isn't that beautiful? That's the long one. I love that. So where's my bag here? So see the long one, and I've cut them all out. That was that one that I said was the pink one. So the colours I've used, I'll have to pop that in before I drop it. The colours I've used is Gorgeous Grape. So this is Gorgeous Grape cardstock, and then stamping, the dark stamping. Then I've used the new colour Perennial Pop just for the butterfly, the Happy Mother's Day, and the grass stuff. And I've also used Highland Heather, which is the lighter purple. I couldn't work out whether I wanted more of it or not, but I maybe it could. I don't know. I'm kind of going to leave it like that. So I'm just going to pop that to the side. I'm going to glue this down in the middle and hold that for a few secs, and then we're going to put dimensionals on it. Okay, but I'm only going to put them around the outside so that I can put the things inside. Let's get that picture I told you about earlier. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. Oh, didn't get it. Oh, I'm really picking it, I'm ruining it. Okay. And you know what? I think I took it too small. We're going to have some fun here because that's going to be a big pot this time. So if you make mistakes, folks, just adjust. I have cut the wrong size. Look at that. I did the big one. Where's my outside piece here? See? I should have had that piece on and cut from in there. But I wonder if I could adjust that and put it on. I think we'll just go with this and show you that sometimes mistakes happen and you just have to go with the flow and adjust. So these are all my little bits and pieces that I cut out. There's my butterfly, my happy birthday. Here's my pink hay or straw, or that one I'm just putting straight in. So now we're going to have these going up just a little higher than we planned, but that's totally okay because, as I said, you've got to learn to adjust. So these are nice, these little flowers, just a little dot of this. And I'm going to show you how to slide that in. And I'm going to let these go over the top a bit onto the card because I have made that small mistake already. So he doesn't want to play well. There you go, let's cut you off there. And I'm as I said, I'm going to let him go up a bit so it takes up for the fact that we've done it. Okay. Alright. And again, hold your eye. I'm going to put that one up. Oh, he doesn't want to play with those properly. I'm going to take it right up because of, as I said. Alright, so this is the Highland Heather. I'm going to pull, probably take that to there. I have got a couple of extra leaves. And this is the white one. And I'm going to pop it over this side because of that little mistake, so to give it a little colour on the other side. And I might actually pop this right up there. Now with this one I did cut it a little bit to make it, to use different like bits of it, so just so I can fill it all up and it looks great. And again, as I said, I'm going to take it all outside because I've made that little mistake and I don't want to ruin my card. Now, just out of curiosity, I'll put that on there. That's looking good. Right, with this one, I've got another one I'm going to add. I'm just going to see where that's going to sit. He's going to sit there. And I might put this one in here. How's that? Okay. Oh, I'm putting the wrong end on the, putting the glue lid on then. And then my butterflies must have gone a little skew within the die cutting machine. So I'm just going to cut that around and bring them back in. Let them there. Got some of these things. Now, with my big one, I'm going to put that on some dimensional so he sits right up out. And where are my dimensionals? Just here. So 1 and 2. I don't think you need, it's not big enough for any more. And that sits out on top. So that's quite a lot of jumping around there, isn't it? So now see all the glue? I can just put that over for a minute and we'll come back to that. But at least my desk isn't covered in glue, because if you do that then you get it on your card and you have to rub it all off. So there's a little bit of glue there. So I've got a glue rubber. I'll just take it off so I don't have anything that's going to stick to the card, because that's, after all that work, you don't want that to happen. Now look, it's a little bit different because it didn't get the big one, but I wonder if we just add that anyway. And I might just do that, anything you can do, I can do too. So just, honestly, you adjust. I am going to do that because I think it's really cute. And then I'm really going to double this card up because I'm going to pop that up on the dimensionals and it's just going to all jump. And that way you won't know for 1 minute that that wasn't done. You're thinking, oh, I'm just so good and I've just done how it was meant to be. Oh, we did a few on here. Okay. So, I don't know how this would go in the mail. I think this is a give to someone because it might be a little bit heavy and picked up, but it looks very special. Just checking them all. All right, so I'm going to fit that into there, and it's up now. Doesn't that look cool? It's just a little bit up there and out there. And I'm just going to quickly take that off. Take those off, and I'm going to put that down a little bit lower because I think that it's too high. And the good thing about this DSP, it's the cardstock is so tough if you get it off in time. That's why I didn't push it hard down when I did it, because I wanted to make sure I could get all my flowers in under. So I'm going to just bring the pot down lower, and I'm going to add my little butterfly. And I'm not going to lift him up because I think we've got that much lifted up, he doesn't need it. Ooh, bit much glue there. Now with this, because that's so much lifting, we're going to put the, well, we want to do it there now, because, so we're going to put a dimensional on this end, right on the bottom, and the rest we're just going to put a little bit of glue. Alright, and that will, because that's all lifted, and the glue will go there. And that's now, if you have a look, it's on the same height. But there you go. That's how you adjust to different things going wrong. And I think it's just as nice. And it's there. So we'll do the inside and we'll do the envelope. So I've got the envelope here. And, oh, so I've even got some left over. Maybe I might add them on the other card. How's that? Have that over a little bit. It's got to go behind that one. That up high. Ah, doesn't want to play. And we're up at the glue there. There you go, we've got him having the same effect now. Alright, let's get our envelope and our inside mat. And we need this one. Gorgeous grape, and we need Petulia Pop. So that's the new colour that's come in. There's 5 new colours. Petulia Pop, I haven't even opened these ones. Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, and Shy Shamrock. Not sure that I like Shy Shamrock. I don't know if I'll get round to doing anything on that one. We can be a bit fussy. Alright, now let's get our stamp blocks here. Where is my picky tool? Just like get everything out of the road so I don't do anything wrong. Alright, so we're just going to get this bunch of flowers. We're going to get in my big block set. There's a tiny, look at that tiny little one up there. I'm just going to grab that one out. And we're going to get, where's our little butterfly? Alright, so this butterfly's got 2 little butterflies. So I am going to make sure you got it on the right side. So I'm doing the, what am I doing first? Gorgeous Grape on the envelope here. And because I like being fancy sometimes, I'm going to put it on the back. And we put it on the inside. Okay. And with our little butterflies, I'll just shut that because I don't want to get my fingers in it. The other day when I did that class, I came out, my hands were blue because I used blue and it was so strong. And so this one, we're just going to pop the little baby in there. Isn't that cute? Should we do one in there? Got to be daring because it's the way you smile. There they go. Oh, isn't that just so beautiful? And on our inside here, no, I haven't kind of got my groove on that one because I put them right on the corner. I'm just going to put them to go away like that. And then on the other side, I'm just going to put 2 up on the top there. Clean those up before I get ink over everything. That one, and that. Alright, so what have I done, folks? How's that? Not too long, and we have 2 a little bit different. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you see that? I just put a little bit too much up the top there. I don't want that squeezing out. I don't want it all over my fingers either, so I'll just clean that quickly. I'd hate to do all that trouble and then smear something on my card. I think I did a little bit. There you go. This cardstock is so strong, you can make a mistake on one side, turn it round, and it works fine. So, my dears, anybody? What do you reckon? Do you like that adjustment? Now, next week, I have a funny feeling you won't all miss me, but I don't think I'll be able to. I might be able to pre-record, but if I'm correct, next Tuesday, the 14th, oh no, I'm alright. I will be fine. I thought for some reason I wasn't here. So have a great night, and if you need any help with making cards, join me on a Tuesday and watch me make a card. If you have a card set you like, you can go on to my AnnetteFalconer.stampingup.net and go in there and have a look at the catalogue. If you want a catalogue of your own, when you buy something from me, I can send you a catalogue if that's what you want. Otherwise you can go on the site, and it's just this bottom one, the one that you're on now, Annette Falcon Independent. That's the one we're talking on now. But this one, you can go on there and you can go to catalogue and you can look up what you want in there, or you can just text me on this site, on my independent demonstrator site, and I can give you a hand. Just remember, please put the host code in, because then I know you've bought stuff and I can send you a gift. And all I can say is thank you so much for joining me, and I hope we see each other next time. Bye. And in video. Okay. And